Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ironman to Hyperion, a series where I can only use an Ironman profile to unlock a Hyperion. Now, those are the rules, it's very simple, and in today's episode, we're going to be unlocking Master Mode and beginning a lot of projects. That is going to include trying to unlock a Fire Veil Wand, trying to get a Juju Bow, trying to obviously unlock the handle from floor 7, and then obviously trying to increase my Catacombs level by doing Master Mode. There's going to be a lot of other things I'm going to be beginning, so you want to watch the full video because there is a lot of things going on. Now, I just want to also remind you that when this video hits 500 likes, I'm going to be giving away a rank to someone in the comments. Now, I've had some people ask, is it a rank upgrade as well? Obviously, yes it is. The person on screen who just won it, they went from VIP to VIP+. And please comment your username. I cannot find you, or it's going to be very hard for me to find you if you don't just comment what your name is. So, unfortunately, if you're not subscribed and you don't comment your name, you can't win. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Ladies and gentlemen, I just got my first floor 7 carry, and the feeling that I got after getting carried, it wasn't a great one, I'm gonna be honest. I felt like me sitting there as a ghost while 2 Cata 40s just completed the run was a rather anticlimactic, and in terms of content, it was pretty poor. Now, I was reading the comments of the video after I got this carry, and it feels like you guys, as I'm gonna put a comment on screen, really reflected this ideology that me getting carried it just doesn't feel right, you know? And I completely agree, so I am going to be trying to reduce the amount of carries that happen. Now, I would love to do a profile where I get no carries at all. However, you have to keep in mind, I'm trying to make a 20-minute video every single day for August. Now, the amount of time that goes into just commentating over, this is a post commentary, so every 20-minute video needs at least an hour of me just talking and messing up before I post the video. It needs an hour of me rendering the video and uploading it because my internet sucks, and it needs around about 8 hours a day. I mean, I'll show you guys my playtime in a second. It requires so much playtime per day that if I was to, for example, do something like go to the Nether and try and solo Ashfang, it would be a video in itself. It would be a 2-minute video, maybe. It would take me maybe days just to solo Ashfang or do it legitimately. So me getting some support with Ashfang so that I can go do the tier 1 Void Gloom myself, it's one of those trade-offs that have to happen. Now, if you guys disagree with this, please leave your comments down below because I would love to hear about it because really I make these videos for you guys, so that's the whole purpose of it. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's watch this full 7 run and let's see if my feelings of it being kind of a little bit off reflect yours as well. Okay, so this is going to start where all good videos start, in the Crimson Isles. Now, we are going to be doing a bit of Ellie's quest, just enough to unlock the what do you call it, I am so lost. The Barbarian faction so that I can increase my melee damage because that's obviously what I'm going to be doing mostly on this profile. Once I do that, I'm going to be bypassing it to go to Ashfang. So yeah, let me collect up these materials. I'm just going to skip because everybody's probably done this questline before. So I'm just going to skip ahead to me joining the Barbarian faction and then my futile attempts at doing Ashfang. Okay, so I was a little bit distracted by these guys in max magic fine veteran armor, just grinding up broodfathers by one-tapping them. Now, this would be, as you guys know, there's a new die drop that was added that is a 1 out of 5,000 chance from tarantula bosses, or maybe 1 out of 1,000. So, I mean, if they're grinding 1 boss per second here, that's 60 bosses per minute. That's probably 3 dies per hour, which is insanely good. So yeah, this might be the new meta for making money. I don't want to I don't mean to ruin their money making method, but kind of unlucky that the guy who records everything just happened to walk past them. Okay, so I've never actually been added to the Barbarian faction before, so here we go with me accepting it and doing everything. So yeah, I don't know, nothing interesting here. Let's move on to Ashfang. Okay, so here is we're going to play in the background while I talk about Ashfang. Somebody, you know, see, I'm getting carried. But the thing is, how am I meant to solo this boss? I literally get one-tapped by everything. I obviously can't do enough mage or melee damage to kill the other 2. So, what am I meant to do? I understand people are going to be like, oh, you can grind up other things and stuff, you know. But it's just it would take so much time doing things you understand what I mean, right? It would just how I'd have to get a Hyperion or a Terminator or a full tank setup, which would require me doing floor 7. So it's just it just kind of doesn't overlap with itself, and it would just it just wouldn't work canonically for making series. So yeah, now yeah, so I did get help. I mean, this wasn't on purpose. I didn't like go out and ask somebody for help. I was just conveniently in the lobby, which is something everybody can do. So yeah. Now, if you guys feel like that, like, you know, if it's a natural carry, then it's okay. Please let me know in the comments, because I really want to find like a mutual agreement between us. But yeah, this is how I get my first Luminous fiber, and I'm trying to get 10 of them because I want to get the 5 veil wand, because I've heard it makes it easier to do tier 1 void glooms, because I'm trying to get a Jujubo, because that would obviously like help me out with doing floor 7 and actually like being a valuable part of the team rather than just getting carried the whole time. Okay, so if you're writing like a paragraph or something, you can stop doing that, because I figured out how I can actually support my team. Basically, I wasn't really thinking about the fact that I can just be the tank who moves the, you know, like these black ones over to the like fire thing. I don't know how to explain it, but pretty much like that, where they turn into these launchers, and then I just like shoot them into the boss like that. Perfect. As you can see, I dealt 30 million damage, which is, to be honest, a decent amount. I mean, that's 15 kills almost. So yeah, I definitely think this is not getting carried. Now, if you remember, the carry didn't even matter, because I was doing Arachnes, and I think I accidentally sold my Luminous fiber to like the NPC, thinking it was just enchanted string or something. So yeah, a big mess up on my behalf, and yeah, maybe that makes up for me getting carried in the first place. But yeah, this is one solution, so I'm no longer being carried. And yeah, I mean, I want to somebody to stop talking about carries, and it's always in the back of my head, but it is part of the series. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, I was just checking, because somebody was telling me that apparently you can only get the livid die from M5, but I don't think that's true, so I should still be getting pretty decent parties. Now, not carries, because I can, you know, hold my own in floor 7. It's more like parties that aren't full of people who don't have a brain, if that makes sense. It's also another mining fiesta, but I don't know, it's just like only mining in these lobbies causes me lag, which makes me feel like it's a Hypixel issue, because like the chat's working, it's just like I can't mine blocks, you know what I mean? And all the dungeons and everything else has been fine today, so it's probably a Hypixel issue, and I think I'm going to blame that, because if it's my issues, then that's just going to suck for me. But yeah, so I did a little bit of mining. Obviously, it was barely manageable, but yeah, I then returned to Ashfang to try some more attempts. Obviously, there's another person here, because I'm incapable of doing it myself. But if you guys have any ideas on how I could solo Ashfang in a reasonable, like, Ironman profile way, then please let me know as well. Okay, so a massive shout out to Big Cat 13 and Kuji for helping me with these carries. I really, like, I appreciate it so much. Thank you guys so much. Now that I'm not doing this anymore, like, I do have to appreciate these guys. Now, the first run, and thank you guys for keeping up with my absolute mess of a, like, dungeon run that I did. So first of all, for some reason my map was bugged, probably because I was in the Crimson Isles or something, but it gave me a wanted poster. I don't know how that happened. I was also accidentally playing as a healer, which I didn't realize until like 6 minutes into the run. So we had to restart, so I didn't self-heal and like keep dying and lower the score, because I wanted to get the 2x XP bonus we get from our first runs. So yeah, I mean, in the part where we didn't actually like before the boss fight, it was fine. Like, I was genuinely like holding my own. I didn't die and stuff. But you know, like, once we enter the boss fight, I'm going to show you, it all goes downhill from there. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind, I was playing as a mage because I didn't want to steal like the Berserker's double stats for being a solo. So that's probably the reason why I wasn't doing much damage. But like, I can low-key tank it. Like, if we can get some giant on my armor, and maybe if I'm running with a tank, I feel like I could survive decently well. The only issue is I just deal like no damage because I have a hyper cleaver, and I feel like that's like the main issue. I do not have the best survivability, obviously, but there are still a lot of upgrades to be made. Now, once I do die, this is probably one of the only 2 phases where I would die. Like, I can do terminals completely fine. I wouldn't die in the 3rd phase, and the 4th phase, if you die, you got to be like an actual monkey. So yeah, all I have to do is survive these first 2 phases, and then I should be good to play like normally. Now, if I, at that stage, have high level catters in my team, then we can have that argument then, but I still need to do a lot of work, which is probably going to be like a couple of days, like a lot of episodes of work before I get to that stage, so it's not the time to be having that chat. So yeah, I mean, once again, massive thank you to Big Cat 13 and Kuji. I was hoping for a handle on my first run. I unfortunately did not get it, but yeah, I think I'm just going to go back to the floor I belong in, which is floor 5. We're going to get ourselves a Livid Dagger or a Shadow Fury, and then work up towards a Jujubo, because I feel like that's just more reasonable for the state of the game that I'm in. Okay, so with all that aside, I do like to say that it is very nice to be putting down, like, my first run on the Necrons handle, just to make a tiny bit of progress. 1 out of 900. It is good to just, like, have the progression bar right there. 0.1% is way better than 0%. Let's also go back and look at my Livid Dagger. So apparently I'm only a max of 20 runs away. Now, considering the fact that the runs have been pretty decent recently, that should only be like 2 hours to get a Livid Dagger. So I'm going to grind it up in a couple minutes. And we should get the dagger. Like, realistically, there's not much that can stop us, except for maybe somebody messaging me, hey, do you want a nuke? Yeah, so this guy just gave me a miniature nuke, a revive dead, and a undead master final revive. I don't know, some glitched like dungeon and Kudra items, which is very cool. So I just wanted to say thank you to him for giving me these items, and let's continue with the video. Okay, so I just did a lot of arachnes, and I'm selling my final pieces now. And you're probably wondering, ooh, Modcraft, what are you going to be spending this money on? Is it a sword, perhaps? And to that I can say, it is 100% a sword, just not the sword you're thinking of. It is not going to be a Livid Dagger. We are not going to be buying that. We're going to be buying something different, which is technically going to be doing more damage, and probably be more beneficial in the long run than a Livid Dagger, and you guys are going to see what I mean in a second. So basically, we're taking this 5 million coins over to this NPC right here, and we're going to buy ourselves the Giant Cleaver. Now, this does kind of make all my work towards a Livid Dagger kind of useless, but I did check, and I've had some people tell me that the Giant Cleaver actually is better than the Livid Dagger, and I have to agree with them. It looks like stats-wise, it does more damage. The ability is a lot better than the Livid Dagger ability, so realistically, it has everything but attack speed, and realistically, I plan on trying to one-tap everything, so attack speed isn't that important, so yeah. Now I'm going to take this out, I'm going to 5-star it, all that kind of thing, and we're going to see how it does in floor 7. Okay, so here we go, we are currently in a floor 7 run, solo run, just our normal setup, and oh, an Angry Archaeologist, okay, that's great, let's pop my ability, and that is a lot of damage. I mean, I'm like one-tapping everything, basically one-tapping everything in the floor 7 fight. I mean, this is kind of goated. Like, if you guys didn't know, when I was running before floor 7, I was like, I could barely even kill a single mob. Like, this is a massive upgrade. Now, as you can see, I did just use my Bonzo Mask ability, which kind of proves that either A, I'm probably not playing this as safe. No, okay. I definitely need to work on my effective health. I mean, these mobs, because every single floor is, by the way, a 50% increase in health and like difficulty. So, this is going to be like 120 or 130% more damage dealt to me compared to floor 5, so I'm going to have to increase my effective health points by a lot, so that is obviously still going to be the task. I obviously want to, get giant on my chestplate and all those kinds of things, but that's going to take a little bit of time, so yeah. It is looking good though. We are doing a very good amount of damage. That is also without any of the, like power orbs and stuff and bonuses you get from doing like, like the, I don't even know what they're called, but like the blessings, that's without any blessings. So yeah, it's looking very good. Obviously put giant on the chestplate, but yeah, I think it's a comfortable upgrade, and I'm just 100% sure my next floor 5 run is going to give me a Livid Dagger, so let's just get ready for that. Okay, so I just came across the realization that I could be 100% running Master Mode now that I have a floor 7 completion, and that means that me and 4 other Cata 25 Jujunons can try and deal 400 million damage to kill Bonzo. However, this does give a pretty similar amount of XP to floor 7, so if I want to be increasing my effective health and my like damage and all that, the easiest way to do that is to increase my Catacombs level, because I gain like 8% per run, and as you're going to see, I'm going to be gaining like 40,000 XP per run, which is absolutely insane considering my levels are only like 150,000, so it's like 5 runs per level. The average run it's like 6 to 8 minutes, so that is hundreds of thousands of XP per hour, and this is super, as you see, 45,000 Catacombs XP in 8 minutes. What's that, like 5,000 per minute? So that's like 300,000 or 2 levels per hour, so yeah, this is absolutely insane. Also, obviously I get a recombobulator. Obviously, I'm the luckiest person when it comes to getting things that are not the things I want. Hey, okay, so I actually got something I do want now, which is the balloon snake. Now this is good because it is a dungeon equipment, which means it scales with dungeon, like your catacombs levels. So yeah, now once I get 1,000,000 coins, I can buy that, and it's going to give me a lot better stats than my current ender armor, which is kind of, bad. Wow, guys, would you believe I got another thing? A second Bonzo mask. It's the same chance as getting a liver dagger. It is literally the same chance as getting a liver dagger. I'm going crazy. I have an M1 meter, and I'm trying to get a Bonzo staff because I don't know what else I would want. But yeah, I mean, I really, really, really wish I didn't get these useless items every single time. Okay, so I am very lucky, and I'm making a lot of XP right now because for some reason there is just like a bunch of Cata 40s who are running floor 1 master mode. So yeah, I'm just hanging around here. I actually help out with the clear. It's mostly just the boss fights because I'm so like weak in terms of health that I need help with. But yeah, I mean the fact that they haven't kicked me from the party and they've kicked other people probably tells me that I'm like doing fine. So yeah, the 18,000 XP is absolutely insane, and I'm making like what is that, 9 times, like, I'm making like 500 to 600,000 XP per hour, which is crazy. Okay, so I got enough like floor 1 runs, and that party didn't really last very long because basically they were just like testing out weapons or something. I'm not really sure, but I'm in another party to do M2s because I finally got Catacombs level 26, and this is giving me like 45,000 XP per run. The runs are like 4 minutes long, so yeah. The thing I love about these first floors of Master Mode is there's no S+, so you can basically just die as much as you want, and the XP is insane for like the dungeons being smaller than F7. If you guys didn't know that, there's like less rooms and stuff, so it's just absolutely insane. It's so much fun to play, and yeah, it's really enjoyable because like you can kind of run around and like just like try and survive. It's not like the normal floor 7 where you just one tap everything. It's an actual like challenge. OMG guys, I finally got a sword out of my chest. No way. An adaptive blade, let's go. If you check in here, the chance of getting it is like double of getting a liver dagger. I thought it was going to be like worse, but no, it's not that bad. But I also got a scarf study this run. So that is a catacombs like accessory. So I'm going to grab that as well. Along with my balloon snake, we should be looking pretty decent. Honestly, it should be some pretty nice upgrades, and I'm hoping it's going to help me out a good amount so that I don't, keep dying. Okay, so it's time to now purchase the 2 items I got, the balloon snake and the scarf studies. So I'm going to take the very, very small amount of money I have left, and then I'm going to go claim them. And I'm also going to claim every single of the like 40 unclaimed chests I have to get the wither essence I need to like upgrade my armor and stuff. And then we're going to come back and see how we're looking. Okay, so as you can see here, we have our colossal balloon snake, and to increase my health, I put it onto colossal, obviously, and it's only rare, so keep in mind that it isn't going to be like as good as the shadow assassin accessory or the like scarf one, because it is like obviously not going to have such a good reforge. But to be giving an additional 50 health and 20 defense is honestly pretty good. I mean, I'm showing on screen my armor. It's like pretty good. I mean, compared to what I have right now, which is honestly not that bad either. 20 health, it's making it look good, but it's a pretty nice upgrade, and hopefully it's going to help me survive because it's all the little things adding up that are really going to help me in the end. Okay, so we probably want to keep in mind that this Juju bow that I'm trying to work towards, there are some things I'm going to have to prepare. Like, first of all, it's not like I just need to kill the Enderman and then like I get the Juju bow. I'm going to need quartz, I'm going to need obsidian, I'm going to need all of these kinds of things. So I think I'm going to set up the best option I have now, which is an obsidian minion, because that's probably going to be the most difficult for me to mine. So yeah, I'm just going to set up a bunch of minions. I only have like 7 slots unlocked right now. Probably not optimal, but I can obviously work on getting more slots because you need about, according to the wiki, it's going to take 1 obsidian minion 170 days to get all the obsidian needed, which means that even if I had like 17 minions, it would still take like 10 days. So yeah, I'm probably going to take like, with my 7 minions I have right here, it's going to take like 24 days, and I'm kind of hoping to get the Juju, I'm hoping to get the whole Hyperion before then. So yeah, for now these are just going to do their thing, and then hopefully in a future episode I can work on unlocking some more minion slots. Okay guys, so here we go. This is the wrap up of the episode. So basically, first of all, we have to talk about my catacombs level, obviously. Catacombs 26, looking very close to 27, but with the master mode and the fact that I haven't really done that many runs, tomorrow we can probably be looking at getting catacombs 30. I don't think that's out of the question. I am very busy, but I mean, I'm sure I can figure out something. So yeah, I mean, the Berserk 25, that's fine. The giant cleaver, we decided on this instead of the liver dagger. I would like to hear your opinions if you guys think that was a smart idea, or if I should stick with going for a liver dagger, because honestly I could. I mean, the only thing that this cost me was 5 million coins, and realistically that's only half an hour of arachnes. If we come into mining, this is probably the thing I've been least consistent with. I definitely could have got mining 25. It's just like A, lag, and B, me not really wanting to do it. So yeah. Finally, obviously the armor has to be worked on. We have the RNG meter for the floor 7 handle has begun. We began a lot of things, and I would like to see them wrap up in the next few episodes, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. On the left and right, as per usual, are going to be 2 videos. They've been suggested by YouTube, so statistically, they should be videos you want to watch, and if you watched all the way through, you probably enjoy my videos. If you haven't subscribed already, please do it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.